Hello, it's TNT the Insane, and Shadowrun Returns is going to be played a little bit more. Last time we stopped just before this climactic, possibly not a boss fight, possibly just talking to people thing. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'm not quite sure what to expect, honestly. I just picked up a new game that is actually downloading in the background, so if anything goes completely and utterly wrong, that's why. But yeah, hello corpse. I do so hope that it's all going to be good. Dear, that doesn't look nice. Where is he? Eric Silverstar, an elf again. Elves seem to get very highly promoted. I've noticed that. Something about being pretty. Oh, there he is. I didn't spot him because I almost swallowed him up with my entire body. There you are. It seems some of my best are letting me down, and it's good to see that you're displaying one of the most important of my 3 key values. Well, it's duty above all, right? He laughs. Well, yes, that is the first value, and I'm glad more than those outside of security follow it, and from a janitor, no less. Now I'm speaking of my 3rd and final value of vigilance, which seems to be sorely lacking around here. At spelling. We prefer building maintenance, sir. Of course you do. Now please start filling out the report on the data pad, and I'm afraid I must ask you not to sit in my chair, given your attire. I need to go ahead downstairs and investigate your findings. I'll be right back. That's it, you're just leaving me alone. Ooh, look, a secret doorway. How do you know it's a secret doorway? Because I can see a panel behind it. Your comlink begins to ring, you pick up. So these paintings must be what all the expensive deliveries were. We don't have much time. I'm checking Silverstar, and he is already stepping off the elevator. I don't think your disguise will hold up much longer. I'll update you on his movements. Hurry, mon ami. Let's have a look here. Drinky time. There's an upper bottle of expensive scotch and a single glass that appears to be half empty and half smoked cigar. Walk away. Behind the clock. Depicted is a clock tower at a train station in downtown Portland in the tier. The plaque reads efficiency. Push the frame. Pops back out. Okay. This shows a profile of 3 elves in Celestian security uniform looking upwards at a flag, flying the Celestian logo. Plaque reads duty. Push the frame. Duty above all. That's the first one. He has a few guards, a tech worker, and a very nervous wait slave gathered in the boardroom. Is beginning to question them. What's this? So it's duty. Unity. Photorealistic painting of 5 massive harvesters in Celestian colors in a staggered formation, cutting a swathe across a rippling field of wheat. The plaque reads Unity. Let's see what's here. Okay, those pop out. I'm not sure what the second one is. Push the frame. Oh. He has finished interviewing a Matrix hacker and now talking sternly to a pair of guards. Vigilance. Leave it alone. The vigilance is the last one. Okay, so this painting shows a wild mountain landscape with clouds ringing lofty peaks. The plaque reads independence. Celestian security pops back out. Okay. Push the frame. Now he is talking to the wait slave. This is not well. They are raising their voices. Okay, did I do this 1 second? Efficiency, push the frame. And the last one is over here, which is vigilance, push the frame. And now we're gonna have a drink. No, we're not. Open bottle of scotch. I want the open bottle of scotch. Holy crap. There's a safe that has a large DNA scanner on the front, most likely key to Mr. Silverstar. Okay, half-smoked cigars, here we come. Pick up the half-smoked cigar. Thank you very much, addicted people in the future. There's a safe that has a large DNA, put the moist end of the cigar on the DNA scanner. With a click and a faint hiss of escaping air, the safe opens. Take the sample. Great work, mon ami. This system for stealth has passed, and the time for stealth has passed. It's set off every alarm in the system, but I have unlocked the executive elevator, and your path is clear. Head to the elevator and make your escape. Fuck you! You said you'd keep me safe, and now I've set off every single alarm in this place. Okay, escape. I'm going this way. Oh, you could have told me. At least okay, these guys don't know I've set off every alarm in the place. Hey, this is a restricted area. Can't go in there. I'm a janitor. I have to go in here because there's corpses. I mean, there's people to clean up. Wow, the guards are actually using the restricted elevator. That's not nice of them. They would. I mean, the boss is meant to use that one. What if you damaged it or got your head blown off in it, which is almost happening? And now we're out of here. Oh, hello, McClusty. Detective McClusty stands smirking, surrounded by armed, twitchy Lone Star officers. Good morning, moron. Good morning, Detective McClusty. It's a fine day for police corruption, isn't it? The smirk broadens. That's right, dummy. Keep flapping your jaw. That sort of thing will get perfect for where you'll join. Mr. Celestian wants to meet you in person. He wants to chat about last night's fun and games. You can come along quietly, or can meet him in a body bag. He smiles wolfishly. Come on, Trek for brains, make the wrong choice. I've killed more. I'll offer a stand-up conversation. Let's get this over with. I have things to do. I'm going, but one day you and I are going to have a round-to-round, McClusty. I'll offer a stand-up conversation. Damn, I was hoping to be able to bring you in feet first. Screw you, McClusty. You don't get paid enough for this, except when you take money from people like this. The estate. From the floor of the Lone Star Cruiser, you watch the tops of the downtown corridors buildings disappear, replaced by the grey overcast over the 190 bridge. The nylon restraints binding your wrists and ankles along... Oh, nylon restraints, I can punch through people. Nylon restraints binding your wrists and ankles, along with McClusty's whistling on the radio, make for an unpleasant ride. A half-hour later, the cruiser hits a whisper-smooth patch of road, and a magnificent mansion fills your view. Its design a blend of old-world finery and elvish grace. The car pulls to an abrupt halt, and you're dragged onto the driveway, where McClusty pulls a nasty-looking knife and cuts your bonds. You look up to see you're surrounded by a squad of green-clad ghosts, special force troops from Tangier. Tangier? I think that's how you pronounce it. Massaging the feeling back into your numb extremities, you prepare to meet the man himself, James Celestian III. I almost called him James Celestian Ill, but no, James Celestian III. Hey, McClusty, what are they paying you for this? Want some advice, moron? Course you don't. You're a Shadowrun, you live by your own rules, don't you? Not like you don't live by your own rules. Your own rules if I take money from anyone. So everyone else's rules. Shut up. I suggest you keep your smart ass remarks to yourself this time, troll. I'll punch you. Mr. Telestrian isn't some street meat you can impress or intimidate. He's the brains behind the throne of TNT and one of the richest men in Seattle. Should I be impressed? His smirk gets even bigger. No, you go ahead in there and keep talking trash. That should work out fine for you, Drake for brains. You got no money, you got no power, so what do you got? I got enough indigestion. I got enough force in my right hand to snap a elf's neck in two. That's what I got. Honor, come on, free will. I don't really got any honor. Free will, indigestion. I'm gonna go with indigestion. You're dumber than I thought. Enjoy a chat. I'll dispose of your body later. Kill you too. Going in this direction. Oh, Mr. Quoth. Hello, Mr. Oh, I like him actually. I like this bloke. The fussy elf and air Victorian butler studies you from toes to horns before he speaks. He doesn't like what he sees. Mr. Telestrian is expecting you. You will find him in his office. This is an extraordinary state. May I look around before I see him? You may wait here for a moment to gather yourself before you enter Mr. Telestrian's office. Some people find that they need time to prepare themselves for meeting an elf of his stature. However, the upstairs is off limits to you, and the library is occupied at the moment. Do not tarry, though Mr. Telestrian is not one to be kept waiting long. Oh, isn't he? Ooh, something shiny. Oi, Jeeves. Mr. Edgar Allan Poe here. Ooh, oh wait, that's the office. Piss off. Sorry, is that Algernon? Algernon? You bugger! What are you doing here, Algernon? Algernon, there is a twinkle in Algernon's eye. Not if I remove it first. That wasn't there when you spoke to him at the seamstresses unit. It is good to see you again. There is much to do. You run in some pretty different circles, don't you, Algernon? I do not run at all, Lady Eldridge. I go where I am needed. I am needed here. Seek me out after you have spoken to James Telestrian. Perhaps I can be of service again. Okay, Algernon, what do you know what's going on? What? I always knew you were weird, you pointy bugger. I like your safe. That's a good safe. And I like your piano. I like your gramophone as well. James Telestrian III. Oh my god, you're white. You're so white. You're like the epitome of businessman rich white. As you approach, James Telestrian III looks up from the computer screen built into the surface of his desk and assesses you. Calculating cold, a practiced smile comes to his face. He vibes the kind of rich you don't get from Trivet. It's not the clothing or the trappings or the bow before your betters mansion. It's something else. The feeling that you're being categorized as a resource or a liability or a pawn. I can still kill you. I've been reviewing the results of your visit to my Seattle office last night. I admit they were impressive. You have generated a considerable amount of damage to my office complex, killed or wounded many of my security personnel, and cost my Vice President of Security his job. In 24 hours, you have accumulated quite the bill for me, ma'am. How do you intend to settle your debt? Would you take a check? You already have confiscated the container I took. I have no other bargaining chip. This is where I believe the etiquette stuff would start coming in handy. Much later on in the game. Which is interesting, really. Would you take a check? So do I be a smartass or just be straight? I have no other bargaining chips. First, some instruction. You do not begin a negotiation by admitting that you have nothing from which to negotiate. However, you were considering your tactical situation. This tells me you are more than a mere street thug. Allow me to instruct you further. You have one piece of information which you might use as a bargaining chip in the little time you have left to live. Why you took what you took. I am interested to know why you and your team of criminals fought your way through my security teams up to my private office to access the Matrix and uncover the location of a simple research project. If someone hired me to find a killer, when I find a killer, I get paid. I took the Aegis sample to kill giant insect spirits. I took the Aegis sample. I'm just going to be honest. I find your bluntness somehow refreshing. He touches a button on the desk. Mr. Quoth, please ask my daughter to join us. The young, pretty elf has dark circles under her eyes and a haunted expression on her face. She recognizes you instantly. It's you! The woman who helped me escape from the Universal Brood. Holy crap, it's her! Holy crap, it's her! Holy crap, it's her! Why did we have to get blimmin' Baron Samidy's help? Holy crap, it's her! Universal's brother, how did you get here? Celestian cuts in quickly. Thank you, Mary Louise. You have confirmed the identity of your rescuer and given me the reason to forgive her for her trespasses against me. She looks hungry for your help. I'm glad you're here. Holy crap, it's her! Good to see you got out okay, Mary Louise. You did well back there. Without you, you'd all be dead. I'm going to say you did good to see you got out okay. I'm not okay. I can't sleep at all. I'm afraid that this is a dream and I'll wake up and then still be with the bugs. You can relax, Mary Louise. You are safe. It is over. No! You won't be safe until they're all dead. She shudders. You didn't see them. You don't understand. You and those men you flew in here, all of you do is talk, and it's just like you... another form of committee, Father. I know that someone has to take action. That's why I got Hakim involved. The already cold exterior of James Celestian III turns to ice. You remind me of Vetinari. And that's a scary thing. I like it. I see. It was you and your crippled little friend who leaked private Aegis to this woman. We will speak of it later. In private. Now then, Lady Eldritch, there are people I wish you to meet. The committee my daughter alluded to. This is a rare opportunity for a woman in the street such as yourself. I urge you to behave yourself. We will adjourn to the library. I'm not a really committee joining sort of lady. His jaw sets. No one is suggesting you join them, nor that you are worthy of doing so. Oi, I can still kill you. You're attending a briefing. Now come with me and watch your tongue. There's a weight in Celestian's library, a sense of magnitude and purpose. You are no longer in the presence of mere wealth. You are in the presence of history. Oh goodness, there's that Joker person who looks really weird. And there's Algernon? Algernon? What's Algernon doing here? He sells me stuff. And we chat. Algernon? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lady Eldritch. Yeah, I know Algernon. She is the troll who saved my daughter, and the only one who has faced our common enemy in combat. Herr Bracchus, what does the representative of the great dragon, Lufri, have to tell us about the magical insect this Shadowrunner uncovered? Bracchus speaks slowly with a deep, melodious German accent. He takes his time, accenting each word, relishing each vowel and each consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. That word screwed me for a loop. My lord Lofreer has witnessed the insect spirit's physical manifestation before, roughly 9,000 years ago. Jesus. As you are aware, magic ebbs and flows from the earth, cycling from peak to peak over the course of 5,200 years. As the level of magic grows, Hans dear, I love you, but you could babble on forever, and I believe time is of the essence. The painted elf addresses you. Lady Eldritch, is it? Delighted. The bug you fought was not merely a magically awakened animal like the Wyvern, or Hydra, or anything else of the sixth world. In fact, it isn't from this world at all. It's the physical embodiment of an insect spirit from another plane of existence. Who then? Okay, is that why I couldn't kill it? Exactly so. Your little buggy little friend exists on both planes simultaneously. I might change his voice, but yeah. Now, an insect spirit couldn't simply thumb a ride through astral space and show up on an Earth late for dinner. Dinner, in this case, being us. 2 elements are required to bring one across the void: a shaman and a host. First, the spirit calls upon a shaman, often in dreams. The spirit seduces the shaman with promises of great power. The shaman then accepts the spirit as his totem. Next, the insect spirit requires a suitable host. The best candidates are the disaffected and the disenfranchised. In short, the weak-willed. Don't look at me when you say that. Their minds are the most acceptable suggestion, which is helpful in making the transformation. As you may imagine, these are the sort of people easily attracted to a cult, such as the Universal Brotherhood. Finally, by performing what is to be a truly disgusting ritual, the shaman serving the insect totem implants the spirit into the host, willingly or not. Then it's feeding time. Harley Quinn is correct. The insect spirit will then slowly consume its host while transforming it into the spirit's own insectoid body, thus manifesting itself fully on this plane. What's this have to do with a great dragon and an elf who likes cosmetics? Whiz! Bugs from another dimension need killing, I get it. I don't like the sound. I'm gonna ask about the elf who likes cosmetics, finally. Funny kid, it's no laughing matter. This is bigger than hunting down an insect shaman or putting a few 9mm round into a bug. The initial bugs prepare a nest for the summoning of a queen. Once a nest has its queen, she literally explodes with the newly manifested insect spirits. They swarm out of the nest, feasting on all flesh they can find, and implanting more insect spirits into the fresh corpses. Again, and again, and again. These remind me of the things from XCOM. The horrible things, I forget their name. The room falls silent as they all consider the scenario faces grim. Celestian breaks the silence. It's not an infestation, Lady Eldritch. It's an invasion. Now that is a movie tagline.